Alcatraz, Island of Evil Spirits. For decades, Alcatraz Island has been shrouded in an eerie presence, a palpable sense of unease that clings to its very stones. It's a place where the veil between worlds seems thin, where whispers of the past echo in the present. Long before it became a notorious prison, the Miwok Indians considered this island a place of evil spirits, a land to be avoided at all costs. This reputation, born of ancient beliefs, has only been validated by the grim history that unfolded within its walls. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Alcatraz first served as a military prison in 1859, a stark and unforgiving place for soldiers who had strayed from the path. Later, it housed civilian prisoners, men deemed too dangerous for mainland society. But it was in 1933 that Alcatraz truly earned its infamous reputation, becoming the Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary, a name synonymous with despair and hopelessness. It was a prison designed to break men, to strip them of their humanity. Alcatraz became home to some of the most notorious criminals in American history. Al Capone, the infamous gangster, and Robert Stroud, the Birdman of Alcatraz, were among those who walked its cold, unforgiving corridors. Life within Alcatraz was harsh, a constant struggle against the oppressive conditions. The cells were cramped, offering little respite from the psychological torment. Imagine the isolation, the crushing weight of confinement, amplified by the sounds of city life across the bay, a constant reminder of the freedom that was forever out of reach. The threat of violence was ever present, a dark undercurrent that permeated every aspect of prison life. Suicides and murders were tragically common, desperate acts born of desperation and despair. The island became a breeding ground for misery, a place where hope withered and died. Cell Block C stands as one of the most haunted locations on Alcatraz, forever stained by the memory of a bloody escape attempt in 1946. The echoes of that violent struggle still resonate within its walls. Visitors and staff alike have reported strange occurrences in Cell Block C. Clanging noises, mysterious screams, and the distinct sound of footsteps have all been heard, even when the block is supposedly empty. Then there's Cell 14D, known simply as the Hole, a solitary confinement cell that was the ultimate punishment. The chilling atmosphere within this cell is palpable, a suffocating sense of dread that clings to the air. It's said that the darkness and isolation of Cell 14D drove inmates to madness, that the spirits, trapped within its walls, still linger, tormented and restless. Alcatraz's dark history has made it a magnet for ghost hunters and psychics, those who seek to unravel the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface. They come seeking contact with the spirits of those who suffered and died within its walls. In 1984, the renowned psychic Sylvia Browne conducted an investigation on Alcatraz, attempting to communicate with the spirit of a man known as Butcher Malkowitz. But the spirit, it seemed, refused to leave, forever bound to the island that had been his prison. The island's history as a military prison and Civil War prison may also contribute to its paranormal activity. The echoes of past conflicts and the suffering of countless prisoners may have left an indelible mark on the island. Reported paranormal phenomena on Alcatraz include whispers and moans that seem to come from nowhere, the clanking of chains in empty corridors, and the eerie sight of floating blue lights and shadowy figures. Legend has it that the spirit of Al Capone can still be heard playing his banjo in the shower room, a haunting melody echoing through the empty halls. And there's the story of the ghostly woman captured in a photograph, a spectral figure that seems to peer out from the shadows. Alcatraz's past refuses to stay buried, its dark history clinging to the island like a shroud. It echoes with the spirits of those who suffered within its walls, their pain and despair forever etched into the very fabric of the place. The island stands as a stark reminder of the darker side of human nature, a place where hope was extinguished and despair reigned supreme. It's a place that continues to fascinate and terrify, a testament to the enduring power of the past. The most legendary jailbirds occupied the island between 1934 and 1963, etching their names into the annals of criminal history. But the story of Alcatraz begins long before that. In 1775, a Spanish explorer named the rugged island La Isla de los Alcatraces, or Island of the Pelicans, a seemingly innocuous name that belied the darkness to come. President Millard Fillmore transferred the island to the American military, setting the stage for its transformation into a place of confinement and control. It became home to the first operational lighthouse on the West Coast, a beacon of hope that ironically shone down upon a place of despair. Alcatraz quickly became regarded as a secure location to store cannons, military ammunition, and eventually, dangerous criminals. Its isolation and rugged terrain made it the perfect place to keep those deemed a threat to society. As early as 1861, the military used Alcatraz Island to house prisoners of war from the Civil War, marking the beginning of its long and troubled history as a prison. By 1906, San Francisco and the state of California used the island to lock away civilian prisoners, further solidifying its reputation as a place of confinement. It didn't become the Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary until it was acquired by the United States Department of Justice in 1933, ushering in a new era of infamy. During its 29 years in use, Alcatraz held some of the most notorious American criminals, men whose names still evoke fear and fascination. Several prisoners attempted to escape Alcatraz with no luck, their dreams of freedom dashed against the unforgiving reality of the island. The notoriously successful escapees Frank Morris, John Anglin, and Clarence Anglin managed to break out of the impenetrable prison, but they were never seen again. Their fate remains a mystery to this day. It is believed that they drowned in the rough waters surrounding the San Francisco Bay, their bodies lost to the depths, forever bound to the island that had held them captive. The island is popular with ghost hunters, drawn by the promise of paranormal encounters and the chance to connect with the spirits of the past. They come seeking evidence of the restless souls that are said to haunt its corridors. The Ghost Woman of Alcatraz. In 2014, a British couple on a tour of the island captured a photo of a ghostly woman, a spectral figure that seemed to materialize out of thin air. The image sparked a frenzy of speculation and debate, fueling the island's already potent mystique. Warden James Johnston. The first warden of Alcatraz, James A. Johnson, reportedly heard and saw many strange sounds and sights during his time patrolling the prison. He became convinced that the island was haunted, a belief that only deepened over time. Native American ghosts. Some ghost hunters and spirit seekers believe that they have interacted with ghosts from Alcatraz's earliest days, the spirits of the Miwok Indians who once considered the island a place of evil. Al Capone's banjo. Legend has it that Al Capone spent many of his last days at Alcatraz, strumming his guitar in the shower room, his music echoing through the empty halls. Some claim to still hear his ghostly melodies, a haunting reminder of his presence on the island. Cell 14D. Paranormal seekers believe that the D block section of Alcatraz is the most haunted, particularly Cell 14D, the hole. The oppressive atmosphere and the stories of madness and despair make it a focal point for paranormal investigations.